You lucky person you can win this painting once it's done at the end of the video. And all you have to do to enter is leave a comment on any of the videos that I've made this week, and I have made 5 of them, so you can enter 5 times. It does not matter where you are from, anyone can enter, and I hope you guys do. And let's get started. Bloop. Today I thought I would try something a bit different, and that's to slow down the video. Normally I speed it up very fast and the video only lasts about a minute. Now the video isn't a real-time video, it's still sped up, but it's just sped up less so. And I thought I would just talk to you guys while I did the painting and see how this goes. The painting I am doing today is a painting of a bottle with a magical creature inside. I love bottle paintings, I think they look really cool. And this one I just have a grey outline for the glass. And I've done a light sketch on the canvas with my blue pencil, just to outline where I want the character to go. I think I'm gonna go for a dragon-like character today. I'm just kind of pulling this out of my head. And I want him to have some berries, and so I might make him like a berry creature. So I want to make him colorful and maybe a nice shade of blue. I often get asked how to do shadowing, and honestly it's a lot of just blending back and forth and being brave enough to pick the darker colors. One thing I will say is if you do have a shadow, don't just mix black in with the color that you want to make darker. A lot of the time black flattens the color out, and so you want to mix a dark red or a dark blue and it'll make the tones look a lot richer. This is just going to be a bit of a cartoony character because I like doing that. I like mixing the cartoon with the realism. I'll make the berries look a bit more real, but I just like that mixture. On my creature I'm giving him lime green highlights and I'm mixing it in with the blue. And to blend the colors I'm using a wet on wet technique, and that basically means to blend the colors together before the paints have dried. I'm going to mix in some darker shadows, clean up any lines that I have, add highlights on the eyes, and I'm also going to give him a thin black outline to make him look a bit more cartoony. Outlines definitely give characters more of an animated appearance. If you take the outlines away, it gives it more of a sense of realism, and that's not really what I'm going for with this character. Right now I am just doing the base coat, and so I am going to paint over everything again, going over the cork again, adding some more details, as well as the sides of the glass. And glass is interesting because glass reflects colors, and so don't be afraid to add shades of yellow in there and red and blue, and maybe put a bit of a gray tone in it so you can add white streaks for highlights. You can just go wild. I'm painting the background again just to give it a second coat. You can see it looks a bit lighter now, and that's because acrylic paint dries darker, and so it's going to dry a little bit darker than that. Now I'm starting on the berries, and this is just the base coat, and so I'm going to do a solid color. Once I finish up the solid colors, I'm going to go back over it with some more details and highlights, as well as some low lights. And I'll add some little shines in there. I'm kind of rushing this today a little bit because I don't want the video to go on too long, but I would not mind in the future doing a full video in real time of me painting if that wouldn't be too boring. I'm just kind of testing the waters here. Now I'm starting on the blueberries, and blueberries are really interesting because they have shades of purple and pink in them just on the texture of their skin. My Uncle Joe actually has a blueberry farm, and I have many memories of going there as a kid and picking buckets and buckets of blueberries. And so blueberries are special to my family, I guess. Now I start on the strawberry, and we're just going to do a solid color of red. My camera died here, and so it's kind of going to just finish up real quick, and I'm sorry about that. You'll see all the seeds just kind of pop on. Now we're painting the dirt, and it's just going to be some brown and some lighter brown and some darker brown. Add little dots of highlights in there and finish off the glass. And then I'm going to do the little blades of grass. These are just tiny streaks of the same color of green, and then I threw in some highlights and lowlights in those. And then I like to add vines coming down from the top because I just think it makes it look more like an environment. And so I'm adding dots of darker and lighter green, little vine streaks. As well as some glowing lights in there, as if there's something magical inside. And for this I'm just using a darker yellow, a lighter yellow, and then a dot of white in the center. I'm going to finish off with some highlights. do little details on my little dragon creature thing. I don't know what I've made, I'm sorry. I added some scales on his face, some little darker shadows of paint, and that's about it. I don't know what I've made, but it is a berry creature dragon type thing. And let's just say there's air holes in the top of the cork, because I realized that corks kind of seal in stuff. And we're gonna say there's air holes. So that's that. Oh, I also have people ask me why I don't sign my paintings, and that is because I forget to. Yes, but whoever wins this, if you'd like me to sign this, please let me know. Thank you for watching, and if you want to win the painting, again, all you have to do is leave a comment on any of the videos I've made this week, and I will see you on Tuesday. Bye! Surprise, surprise, surprise!